So boom, Sirak, yeah? They're posted all over Leighton and Moreland's estate in Brixton, SW, that's Lambeth, ends. If you know, you know. Brixton's right next to Brixton Hill, SW2, Tulse Hill, Clapham, Stockwell. It's all round the corner, fam. Now listen, Brixton's been hot from early in it, like back from the 80s. Man's talking real gang activity way before the internet and drill tunes. Proper madness kicked off during them Brixton riots, 81, 85, 95. It weren't just man on road acting wild. Nah, it was real pressure, real racism, police moving mad against the Afro-Caribbean community. Then boom, the ting that really sparked flames. The Fed shot Dorothy Cherry Gross, fam, 37 years old, shot inside her own yard by Inspector Douglas Lovelock. All cause, they were looking for her son Michael. Barged through the door, no warning. Boom, shot, left her paralyzed. She ended up passing in 2011 from kidney issues and blood. Wayne Douglas, man was 26. He collapsed and died while in police custody back in 95. The post-mortem said heart failure, but the truth, he got pinned down face first 4 separate times. That's pressure on the chest, pressure on the neck. Bro never made it out. From that chaos, gangs started building in Brixton. Murder zone. Yeah, MZ. They came up from Leighton estate. Back then, the roads were messy. Brixton gangs were beefing heavy with PYG, Peckham Young Gunners, and Psy, that's Shoot Instant, from SC15 Peckham. But MZ weren't riding solo. They had ties, fam, like PDC, Peel Dem Crew, based in Angeltown, and OC, Organized Crime, Myersfield Block. On the other hand, their ops were real local. Brixton Hill bullies over on Brixton Hill, and trust no one from Tulse Hill. Now let's talk about Browser. Real name, Nathan Foster. He was MZ for real, August 3rd, 2017. Man was only 18 when he got caught slipping. Junior Glasgow, aka Juns from BHB, Brixton Hill bullies, pulled up on him. Bro shot him 6 times, one of them straight through the heart. Cold, calculated, no mercy. And why? All because someone in Browser's crew robbed Junior's £800 chain earlier that same day. Not even Browser himself, fam. But Junior came back for blood. No talking, just done him. That's how twisted the roads got. Eventually, Junior got nabbed. In court, Judge Peter Rook didn't hold back. He said, at your young age, you have become part of the gang culture, which is a blight on some of our biggest cities. He weren't done. He added, Glasgow did not have the emotional maturity to deal with being robbed of his chain and reacted wholly out of proportion. You carried out this terrible revenge on someone you mistakenly thought was responsible. And yo, the court laid it out. Man had an argument earlier that day on Marcus Garvey Way with another youth, Corey Belt, who was rolling with Nathan. During the back and forth, Corey snatched Junior's chain right off his neck. Bold move. But guess what? Junior didn't come back for Corey. 6 hours later, man pulled up near Brixton Tube Station, where Nathan was chilling on the wall with the Mandem, and sprayed him. Just like that, the court gave Junior Glasgow a minimum 20 stretch behind bars. Done out here. Now let's rewind a bit. In 2007, The Guardian ran this deep article where teens opened up about life around the madness. One you, Michael, 17, spoke on MZ and growing up in Brixton. He said, I arrived from Ghana when I was about 10. Growing up in Brixton was hard. My mum couldn't help me because she was working day and night. He broke it down. Man couldn't even speak English properly, got bullied. But when it clicked, he flipped, used his strength to defend himself. By 14, 15, things changed. It weren't just vibes and bore anymore. He said, we started being lunatics, robbing handbags and phones. That's when the name MZ started ringing. He said, back in the day, everyone from here to Croydon and Peckham knew about us. That's how loud it was. Man started dealing just to support his mum. Crack, heroin, weed, pushing weight on a pedal bike so feds don't clock. Said he was making £1,000 a week. Blood. He ended it with gas gang, Brooklyn to Baghdad. You can feel the pride and pain all in one bar. So yeah, fast forward a couple years and some of them same youths from Murder Zone linked up with the gas gang movement. In it, MZ rebranded, started calling themselves Siru, name inspired by the Piru sets from Compton, blood, mad influence from across the pond, you get me? That era of Siru had some names ringing bells, man like Belzy, J Gang, 5-Star Fizzy, Trims, and Josie, all Brixton bred, all solid on road. Now Gas Gang itself, that came up round the early 2010s, founded by Barford Joff, based in Angel Town and Loughborough. Most of them were originally PDC fam, but man from OC and Murder Zone jumped in too. Gas wasn't just a name, it stood for guns and shanks, real talk. Big names repping Gas included Sneak Bow, J-Kid, Clicks Maggie, Mad Hat, Odd Ads, Political Peak, Shallow, and Fam. It weren't just them. Gas had alliances too, real road connections, like 031 Bloods from Stockwell Roadside, G's from Brixton, Stick Up Kids from Battersea, Claptown from Clapham, but it weren't all sweet. Man had real smoke with PYG, all about money in Stockwell. Back Your Mash from Kennington Trust, No One from Tulse Hill, and of course, Brixton Hill, Bullies. Now here's where it gets dark. Little Zach, real name Zach Olumegbon, was part of Trust No One. Just 15 years old, bro. July 2010, man got stabbed up by gas members right outside his school. Fam, no care, no mercy. The ones that done it. Mad had real name Helder Demores, J-Kid, Jamal Moore, Maggie, Ricardo Giddens, and Clicks Kyle Kinghorn. All 4 caught life. Giddens got 18 years minimum. Kinghorn and Demores got 16, and Moore got 14. Another youth, Shaquille Holton, was charged with manslaughter. He got 12 years total, 8 for Zach, 4 for stabbing Zach's brethren. Then there's Josie, real name Joel Morgan. He was deep in Siru and Gas Gang. 2011, he passed in a car crash. That one hit Brixton hard, fam. Man was loved, not just in the gang scene. Man like Belzy and Sneak Bowl were tight with him. Belzy even dropped a tribute track, Jojo. One line, life short. I just lost one of my best friends when that car crashed. My heart crashed. 2 buckets full of tears. Yeah, I shed them. You can feel it, fam. That weren't just a tune. That was real pain. Now imagine this. Aziz, also known as Ronnie Khan, he weren't even gang. You get me? Man was a youth mentor, pure vibes. But Josie was his guy. So of course he went to the funeral. Thing is, the feds got told. Blood. Man warned them. Said, yo, this funeral could go left. But did they post up? Nah, it was a violation in it. The service was calm in Lambeth, but the burial, that was in Southwark, and that's enemy territory. Josie's mum, Carleen Brooks, begged for police presence cause she feared his grave would get disrespected. She saw it coming, but guess what? No protection. So as man stepped out the cemetery, bang bang, shots fired. Aziz got caught up in it, gone, just like that. A 17-year-old also got hit. Sad part is, man just left the graveside, didn't even get a chance to breathe. He was doing good in the ends, respected at his mosque, helping youths stay out the trap, and now he's another body on the list. Streets don't care who you are, fam. While all this was happening, Gas Gang was blowing up musically. Road rap, man were dominating. Ardads, Shallow, and Belzy dropped Empire, and Ard gave man a whole history lesson in that tune. Let me tell you about Brickier, my life too. 15, the first time I consigned food. Same time I was banging on my Typhoon. Way back before MZ was Seru. Then came Sneak Bowl, proper face of Brixton. His track, Touch a Button, went viral. Blood. It wasn't just the ends feeling it. This went global. Everyone was like, yo, who's this youth? Rapping over dancehall rhythms. Hoodie up, flows tight. Man even said, I plugged the computer up to the big speakers, turned it loud, and I was like, whoa, his pocket, his delivery, it had people locked in. But yo, things got sticky. Around 2012 to 2013, that Siru, and gas alliance. It broke down. Why? Word spread that Sneakbolt allegedly snitched on 5-Star Fizzy during police interviews. 5-Star said it straight. I've kind of showed people, and other underground rappers have come to my block to check the papers, you get me, and they've all seen it and said to me, rah, my man's a snitch, my man's this, my man's that, and adds, fam nearly cried when he heard. He sat down, holding his head. He was pissed. Little Torment even pulled up to confirm the paperwork. All man were saying the same. Snitch, Bo, snitch, Bo. Even his old guys, Mandem, he grew up with, started rocking his chain again like nothing happened. Sneakbow's name was mud in certain circles after that, and that created a big rift. Two gangs that were once locked in, now enemies. Come 2015, Cyril switched again, started calling themselves Sirak, inspired by Chirik. You know that drill scene from Chicago. Man eventually shortened it to just Rack. By then, their list of ops was getting longer. 6-7 from Brixton Hill, 86 from Tulse Hill, 150 from Angeltown, Cassava. Also, Brixton Money Never Sleeps from Pollard's Hill. It was up everywhere, fam. Brixton was bleeding. Man like Jay Munna, real name Jarrett Ellie, he was repping both 150 and Cassava, you get me. Now on the 8th of August 2015, Bell, full name Nathan Bell, clocked him. Didn't waste time, jumped in a white Audi, ran man over clean, crushed his skull. Blood, cold and wicked. But fam, rewind back a few weeks. Jarrell had already been chefed in the back, stabbed in the bum, in it, and one Ute, 16, who was Bell's boy, got bagged for it. That's what kicked things off. Prosecutor Ed Brown QC told the court straight, Jarrell got branded a snitch cause he spoke to feds about the first stabbing. Streets don't play with that tag, you know what I'm saying. So on the night of his death, Jarrell was in Brixton, armed, moving with intention. Apparently, he was looking for that same 16-year-old. Yeah, he saw the Ute, chased him, but then clocked the Audi speeding up. Bell behind the wheel. Man dashed, but bruv, car versus feet. Come on. Bell swerved and aimed for man. Jarrell got hit hard, no warning. Head gone. Body collapsed on Flaxman Road. Scene was mad. He died there, in it. No ambulance could save that. Bell got charged and found guilty of manslaughter. Then we got Tiny Sneaky, real name Mujahid Wilson. Man was affiliated with Sirak. March 2016. Bruv, pulled up on Ashley Newman in the middle of the high street. Yeah, there were man them standing outside Mama's Pizza, all hooded up. Wilson gets out his whip, steps to Ashley, words fly, and boom, it kicks off. They're scrapping. Within seconds, Tiny Sneaky gets stabbed in the chest. Didn't make it, fam. He dropped right there. It was peak. Grime scene and South rap heads started posting tributes. Stormzy even shouted him out. So did Crept from Crept and Conan. Man was respected. But hear this, at trial, they said Wilson had a shank too. He swung first, apparently. That gave Ashley a bit of leeway in court. He beat the murder and manslaughter charges, walked free on those. Only thing he caught was 12 months for carrying a blade, which he already served on remand. System technicalities, fam. Now fast forward again. Stabber, Sirak rapper, took one to the head. Blood. Ops from Tulse Hill, let it ring. But somehow, man survived. This pic of him in the hospital, head wrapped, man wired up, but alive. Blessings. But the madness didn't stop there. 2018, Stabber, real name Carl Brown, starts doing the most online. Man's waving shotguns on IG, rapping crud, showing mash. Man thought he was untouchable till the feds pulled up. Man tried to cut, ran to hide in a shed. But bruv, shed collapsed. Man crashed through the roof, banged up his legs, needed hospital treatment. Again, while they're patching man up, police find a sawn-off shotgun in a bag not far from where he dropped. That weren't all. They also found crack and heroin in the yard. Whole trap setup. In the end, Carl Brown got 3 years for the firearm charges alone. Straight sentence. Now around that time, Sirak were running with some serious allies. Harlem Spartans from Kennington, Cuckoo from Kennington too. They were tight. Why? Man like SA, aka Latch, who was bossman of Harlem Spartans. Turns out he's 5-star Fizzy's nephew and R1's cousin. Yeah, deep ties. That's why them two sets never beefed. But while they had allies, they also had pure enemies. 1.50, aka Get Back Gang from Brixton Cassava Mona Gang. Also Brixton 4.10, Brixton 6.7, Brixton Hill, Lower Tulse, Hill Gypsy Hill, M Block, Stockwell Pollards, Hill 28, Croydon, and Brixton sides. Now here comes one of the grimmiest moments, fam. Thumps, real name Glendon Spence, repping 150, and CMG got dropped at Marcus Lipton Youth Centre. Broad daylight, no remorse. Sirak members, R1, real name Rishon Florence, and Chibs, real name Chibuzo Okono, rolled up on him inside the youth centre, bro. Man tripped and fell near the table, tennis table, and boom, they pounced. One slice to the thigh. That's all it took. Femoral artery, blood. Man bled out in front of kids and staff. Whole building shook. Emergency came, but Thumps was pronounced dead at the scene. They dipped in a BMW, got off swift, but it didn't last long. R1, 18 years old, from Waltham Forest, stood trial, denied it all, said it weren't him. But after 21 hours, jury said, nah, guilty of murder. Boom, 18 years minimum, no parole. And the coldest bit, his own boy Chibs snitched, pointed straight at him, said R1 did it. That's how it is out here. When life's on the table, your brethren becomes a witness. Blood. R1 even laughed in court when he got sentenced. Real sick ting. As for Chibs, he told the court he was there, but didn't mean to cause any harm. Said he weren't on violence like that, but jury weren't hearing it. He caught 14 years for manslaughter. So boom, 2020, man like Stabber, aka SR, touched road after serving time. And this time, he was fully on music. Blood. Man weren't just rapping for vibes. He came to take over. 26th of November, he dropped Welcome to Brixton. And bro, it went crazy. Viral on TikTok. Over 100 million streams on Spotify. And 66 million views on YouTube. You get me? Whole world was listening when he spat. Free R1 got nicked for a Mazza. Now he's doing life in the slammer. That bar alone, instant UK street history. But fam, the ends didn't cool down. 2nd of June 2021, summer ting. Estate party in Brixton. Vibes turned deadly. Quick. A man got shot twice in the head, then chefed up for extra. Bear madness. Armed feds pulled up with riot gear. Bottles, bricks, chaos flying everywhere. Crowd weren't having it. Victim survived. Barely, but he's got life-changing injuries now. A 17-year-old got nicked for attempted murder. Blood. Forensics came, found 2-foot-long machetes just chilling. Witnesses said the scene looked like a war zone. Then there was Barley, real name Chino Johnson, 150/CT man. 12th of September 2021. Bruv was just chilling with Geraldem on Angel Town Estate, Brixton. Nothing major. Then 2 men on a moped pulled up, started letting it ring. Barley dead on the spot, fam. Didn't even make it to hospital. One of the girls got shot too, but she pulled through. The worst part, a few Sirak and Harlem Sparta man got arrested at the airport trying to fly out, but they got released later. No charges. Now hold tight. It don't end there. 4th of September 2023, Skeng Roy, real name Ronaldo Scott, was out near Morrison's Road, Angel Town. Middle of the day, broad daylight. Ops pulled up, jumped out a car, started chasing man down. Skeng got chefed in the chest, stumbled all the way to a kid's playground, not far from his yard. He died right there, in front of his mum. You can't unsee that, fam. Witnesses said his sister was screaming. Bare people ran out when they heard. He had just started a course in construction. Man was trying to get his life together, but the road don't wait for dreams in it. One family friend, 55, said the mum was begging police to let her hold her son. They said no, forensics still working, blood. He laid there till the evening. Cold, bruv, no closure, just flashing lights and silence. Police released CCTV of 2 youths running off, but people online were already pointing fingers. Everyone saying it's Sirak again, especially after R1, who's already inside for killing Thumps, went on socials from jail and mocked the death. Bro typed out a whole cheeky message from behind bars, blood. Man had no remorse, none. And like always, one body brings another. 3rd of October 2023, while I'm piecing this video together, boom, another one. Cold Harbor Lane, 4:44 p.m. Feds get called. A 22-year-old youth is laying there, stabbed, barely breathing. Police and paramedics tried to save him, but it was too late. Another black man gone. Then came the same convo. Was he gang? Was he just a streamer? Man said he was a civilian. Others said he rode with Sirak. Was even in a couple of their music videos. Truth is, it don't even matter whether he banged or not. He was still a son, a brother, someone's boy. And now, his dad standing in the street, watching his child get zipped up. Reality check, fam. This is Britain, not a movie. Even Sneakbowl and Jay Slappy jumped online, throwing shade like no respect, just laughing about death, blood. This is the world we're in now. Next day, 15-year-old youth gets arrested for the murder. 15, fam. What kind of start is that to life? And that brings us to the end of the history of Sirak, or at least what's known for now, cause this thing's still unfolding, still bleeding, still real. As always, RIP to every single life lost in this madness. My condolences to the families. Every name I mentioned, they mattered. And remember, this is Ends Unshanked. If you rate this breakdown, fam, hit like, drop a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Man's putting bare hours into these videos, innit? Till next time, stay safe, stay woke.